Is Donald Trump Jewish? There is no definitive genealogical evidence to suggest that Donald Trump has direct Jewish ancestry, but assessing the possibility necessitates a thorough examination of his family history, the historical backdrop of his ancestral regions, and the speculative threads that occasionally surface. Donald John Trump was born on June 14, 1946, in Queens, New York, to Fred Trump and Mary and MacLeod Trump. His paternal lineage originates with his grandfather, Friedrich Trump, who emigrated from Kallstadt, a small village in the Palatinate region of Bavaria, Germany, to the United States in 1885. The Trump family's German heritage is firmly rooted in Protestant Christianity, specifically the Lutheran tradition prevalent in that area. Friedrich's parents, Johannes Trump and Katharina, were part of a community with no recorded Jewish ties, and the family name, originally Drumpf or Trumpf, meaning drum or trumpet in German, carries no historical association with Jewish nomenclature. Trump's maternal lineage offers similarly scant grounds for Jewish ancestry. His mother, Mary Ann MacLeod, hailed from Tong, a village on the Isle of Lewis in Scotland's Outer Hebrides, born in 1912 to a Presbyterian family of Gaelic-speaking fisherfolk. The MacLeods were devoutly Christian, their religious life centered around the Free Church of Scotland, a strict Protestant denomination with no trace of Jewish influence in its genealogical or cultural fabric. Trump himself was raised in this Christian milieu, attending the First Presbyterian Church in Jamaica, Queens, during his youth, and has consistently identified as a Christian in public statements, most notably during his presidency, when he attended services at St. John's Episcopal Church in Washington, D.C., and referenced his faith in speeches. Speculation about Jewish connections often emerges not from Trump's direct lineage but from tangential associations and historical conjecture. One prominent link is through his daughter Ivanka Trump, who converted to Orthodox Judaism in 2009 prior to marrying Jared Kushner, whose family descends from Jewish immigrants from Eastern Europe. This makes Trump the father-in-law to a Jewish family and grandfather to Jewish grandchildren, his daughter's children with Kushner, but it reflects no Jewish heritage in his own bloodline. Instead, it's a modern familial tie unrelated to his ancestry. Another speculative thread points to the Rhineland-Palatinate region of Germany, where Kallstadt lies. Some online theories suggest that Jewish communities, historically present in nearby cities like Mainz and Speyer during the Middle Ages, might have intermingled with local populations centuries ago, potentially leaving faint genetic echoes in families like the Trumps. However, genealogical records, such as those accessible via Ancestry.com or detailed in historical studies of Bavarian migration, offer no specific evidence connecting the Trump lineage to Jewish forebears. The late historian Fritz Stern, an authority on German Jewish history, observed that many Jewish families in 19th-century Germany assimilated into Christian society, adopting German surnames and Protestant practices, a phenomenon that could theoretically obscure distant Jewish roots. Yet, no archival documents, such as baptismal records, wills, or census data from Kallstadt, indicate this for the Trumps. The family's consistent Lutheran affiliation across generations further undermines such claims. Similarly, Trump's Scottish maternal line, isolated on the remote Isle of Lewis, shows no historical Jewish presence. The island's population remained overwhelmingly Celtic and Christian through centuries of relative isolation. Trump's professional life in New York, where he forged ties with influential Jewish figures like attorney Roy Cohn and real estate magnates, fuels additional speculation. These relationships, however, are circumstantial, business alliances rather than familial bonds. Genetic testing could hypothetically reveal a distant Jewish ancestor, as Ashkenazi Jewish markers appear in many Americans of European descent due to historical intermixing, but Trump has not publicly pursued such analysis. Scholars like genealogist Megan Smolniak, who traced his German roots, have found no Jewish lineage in his documented past. In conclusion, while it's not impossible Trump could harbor an undocumented Jewish ancestor given Europe's complex demographic history, no concrete evidence, genealogical, historical, or personal, substantiates this. His ancestry remains firmly German-Scottish and Christian, with Jewish connections limited to his daughter's in-laws. Absent new primary sources, such as a lost family record or DNA results, the likelihood remains speculative and minimal, overshadowed by the robust Christian heritage of his forebears.